My neighbor called the cops on me saying I had abandoned my son because she hated that her daughter came to me for help. I got her arrested instead and now I'm being told I was in the wrong. I, 47M, have a 1-year-old son that I have been taking care of all by myself since his mother died giving birth. It has only been the two of us for so long and it has been a real struggle as I don't have any family that can help me, and his mom's family can only care for him on the weekends. About 2 months ago, I hired a neighbor of mine, Anna, an 18-year-old girl to babysit for me while I'm at work. I had met her a few times around the apartment complex and she always seemed like a nice kid, so when she said she was looking for a job I asked if she had experience babysitting. I introduced her to my son and he absolutely loves her. He starts smiling and laughing as soon as he sees her. It has been an amazing help for me since Anna started watching my son, as I have been able to work longer hours and catch up on a lot of overdue bills. The problem is that her mom doesn't like me. When I first hired Anna I introduced myself to her mom, as I wasn't going to hire a young girl without her mom having met me first. But the woman for some reason just didn't like me and made rude remarks, like saying my son wouldn't grow up well as he needs a mother figure. She has also made comments about my cooking and complained about the smell. I cook a lot of spicier dishes, so it has a strong smell, but my son and Anna both like it. I always give Anna 2 portions if she comes knocking on my door, one for her and one for her mom, as I know they struggle with money at times themselves and I believe everyone deserves to have a warm meal. I do worry about Anna's safety at times, as I can hear her arguing with her mom a lot, but I've never seen signs of actual abuse so I never asked her about it. Recently things took a turn for the worse in Anna's home and she came over in the middle of the night asking if she could sleep on my couch, as her mom had kicked her out. I saw she had a black eye and a busted lip. I tried to ask her about it, but she said she didn't want to talk about it. Of course I let her in and made sure she was comfortable on the couch before going to bed myself. Anna was supposed to watch my son the next day anyway, so once I woke up I made breakfast and left for work. My plan was to discuss what had happened with her mom once I had gotten home. A few hours later I got a phone call from a police officer saying I needed to come home right away or they would be calling CPS to take my son away. Of course I rushed home, only to find cops inside of my apartment, one of which was holding my son. I asked what had happened and they said they got a call that I left my child home alone with no supervision. I told them that wasn't true and that my neighbor's daughter was supposed to be watching her. They said that Anna had the same story, but her mom insisted she was covering for me. Her mom accused me of manipulating and grooming her daughter to be with me, and was forcing her to be the mother of my child. I told them it was all lies and I could prove it. I told them I have cameras in my living room, to monitor my son and Anna while at work for safety reasons. I led them to my computer and pulled up footage as recent as yesterday and as far back as the memory lasted. It all had sound so they could even hear our conversation the night Anna came over, proving nothing actually happened between us. I kept scrolling forward to see if I could find the footage of the cops showing up that day, when I saw Anna's mom breaking into my apartment and physically trying to drag Anna out. Anna said she couldn't leave my son and her mom said, "I don't care, the brat can die for all I care." When Anna still wouldn't come, her mom pulled out her phone and we heard her side of the 911 call where she pretended to be in hysterics, lying and saying she saw me leave and heard my son crying out for help. So now her and her daughter and rushed over to find my son all alone. By the end one of the officers asked for a copy of the footage and I offered for them to take the entire memory and comb through it, as I had nothing to hide. They asked if I wanted to press charges on my neighbor for breaking and entering and threatening the safety of my child. I told them yes and one of the cops went next door to arrest my neighbor. After her mom was taken away Anna came over in tears, asking why I would go after her mother. I told her I was sorry, but my son was in danger because of her mom. She called me a bastard and I haven't heard from her since. I told a few friends about what happened, and some said Anna's mom had every right to do what she did as letting Anna stay over was really sus of me. I called them disgusting for thinking I would ever do something as she is literally a child, but now I'm wondering if I was in the wrong for having her mom get arrested.